In this video I want to share with you my 5 best books about personal finance, investing and personal growth for this year. And I hope that every single book on this list will be something new, because 9 out of 10 YouTube videos are talking about the same Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, The Intelligent Investor, you know them all. I will briefly summarize each book and I will also give you my personal opinion. And the reason for me doing this video, it is because this book played a huge role in shaping the mindset that I have right now, and I just want to share them with you. As well as, according to 1984, books are kinda good.
Right.
What's up, investors, it's the Russian dude, and in this video I want to help you discover the hidden gems of the literature. Watch this video all the way until the end, because, well, there are 5 books and you never know which one is gonna change your life. For me personally, it was Devil Take the Hindmost, which is on today's list. Alright, so the first book is called Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX and the Quest for a Fantastic Future by Ashley Vance. Or in fact, any biography or an autobiography of famous people will serve you good as well. It talks about the Elon Musk's childhood, his very first business, which is Zip2, which is the equivalent of today's Yelp, PayPal era, and of course the establishment and creation of Tesla and SpaceX. To be honest, I had a very hard time selecting this specific book between Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, the creator of Nike, and Screw It, Let's Do It by Richard Branson, the creator of Virgin Group. Because every single one of these books were among the most inspirational books I've ever read in my life. Forget about training courses, personal growth seminars and coaching sessions. Just get your hands on books about successful people and you'll be good to go.
Hello! How come I'm rich and you not? How come you not sell real estate like I do?
You'll see how these successful people grew up, what shaped them, which qualities and mindset you need in order to achieve greatness in life. Do not reinvent the wheel, follow the example so that one day you can lead by an example. And the best part about the book for me personally was the creation of SpaceX. How Elon learned almost everything he knew in the beginning about rockets by just self-studying. As well as how many unsuccessful attempts there were at first, but that never broke his vision and passion. And if you want to be as passionate and determined and persistent as Elon Musk, you should definitely clap the like button and subscribe to my channel so you won't lose it. It works just like this, 100%.
Trust me.
The second book on my list is Money Master the Game: 7 Simple Steps to Financial Freedom by Tony Robbins. This book focuses on personal finance and it includes almost every single aspect of it, such as investing, saving, planning, retirement and so much more. The book is based on Tony's personal knowledge, in addition to multiple interviews with the best people from the industry, such as mutual fund managers, hedge fund managers, and many other respectable financiers. First things first, the book makes you start thinking about your money. It makes you start saving more, investing, budgeting, and start planning for your future. It also raises several investing myths, such as, for example, that you cannot beat the market. Unless, of course, you are a finance YouTuber. 98% of them destroy the market. At least this is what they tell us, and we surely believe them. Tony Robbins forces his readers to create a clear goal for their retirement. How much money would they need and what's the asset allocation should look like, as well as helping people around you through donating and charitable work. And finally, he presents us with some examples of portfolio diversification, which technically should withstand the test of time. And the best thing about this is that these examples are gifted to us by some of the best people from the world of investing and finance, such as Ray Dalio himself. And my favorite part of the book was when Tony was talking about the necessity to share the excessive wealth, which simply translates as that you need to donate. And in no way you should think about donating as giving away your money and waiting until the year end to receive your tax write-off. Instead, think about that this money that you're sharing will actually help someone who is in greater need. The money that you donate can feed and clothe hundreds or even thousands of people. The third book on my list is Predictably Irrational by Dan Ariely. This is a pretty unique book that makes us think about the way we make decisions. And this might be helpful for those people who want to have better personal and business relations. And in some way it is still slightly related to the stock market. Because during the times of irrationality on the stock market, which honestly happens all the time, you'll be able to make more sense out of this nonsense. Specifically why people sell when it looks like that everyone needs to be buying, and why the share prices go up when fundamentals scream otherwise.
Nothing makes sense.
By reading this book, you'll have a better understanding of human psychology, but don't worry, this is not your typical boring book that they make you read in classes. Coming from the name of the book, it focuses a lot on irrationality. Why people make suboptimal decisions while thinking that these are the best decisions they can make. And why so many decisions, we want it or not, come from comparing ourselves to other people.
Chris, Meg, now that I'm a rich father, you will try to impress me and I will remain distant.
One of my favorite parts of the book was the concept of zero. Why so many people hate their jobs even though they're paid to do them, and at the same time why volunteering is so much more enjoyable. As well as why a $5 item with free shipping feels so much more expensive than a free item with $5 shipping. The fourth book on my list is Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. The book was written by a former FBI agent and it focuses on the art of negotiating. While working for the FBI, Chris was a part of hostage negotiating team, which is the most intense, stressful and important type of a negotiation. During his career, he came up with several negotiating techniques which can increase the chances of you getting what you want. And these techniques can be applied to any types of negotiations, whether these are relationships, business, talking with your boss, or even making your kids listen to you.
I can't.
Why you can't?
Because the door's not open all the way.
Okay, and these are the main negotiating concepts according to Chris Voss. First of all, you have to listen to the other person, because making a successful deal is not just about what you want. It is also making sure that your counterpart wins and also gets something out of this. It is just so much easier for your opponent to give what you want if they feel heard and their needs are satisfied.
That's what she said.
The second technique is mirroring, which is a classic strategy that most people already know about. You need to emulate your opponent so he or she can feel more related. Third, you have to be more empathetic, which means that you need to try and see the problem from your counterparty's perspective. And what originally may have seemed as a nonsense, now it can suddenly start making sense. And finally, the power of word no. And so many people label this word as negative. But in negotiations, no is not the end of the conversation. In fact, it is just the beginning. No starts dialogues, because now people are involved to solve their mutual problems. By saying no, you eliminate things that you don't want, and you can also focus on what your opponent cherishes the most.
No.
The book goes on about some other important details about negotiating, such as, for example, 7-38-55 rule, where 7% of the message is based on the words that we say, while 38% is based on how we say them, and 55% is based on the facial expressions and body language. And also my favorite concept, which was anchoring. For example, if you start a negotiation about your salary, the further talk will only revolve around this number. If one person says that he wants a $50,000 salary, it will be extremely hard to end up with anything above this mark. But if you ask for $70,000 right away, which might sound crazy at first, you might end up somewhere around $60,000, which is a solid $10,000 increase just because of the concept of anchoring. And the fifth book is Devil Take the Hindmost, A History of Financial Speculation by Edward Chancellor. My all-time favorite book from this list, and that's why I decided to keep the best for the last. Even though the YouTube algorithm most certainly hates me for doing this.
Bruh, you need to hook your audience since the beginning, lol.
But what I know for sure is that if you've reached all the way until this point of the video, you truly care about what I have to say and you appreciate my work. And for that I'm eternally and sincerely grateful. Alright, so The Devil Take the Hindmost. The book was written in the 1999, right in the middle of the dot-com bubble, and it focuses on the history of stock market crashes and manias all the way from the tulip mania of the 17th century until Japanese bubble of 1980s. And the main idea behind the book is that even though the causes for the stock market crashes and manias are different, the structure is always the same. There is simply no such thing as this time it's different. People said it in 1720s during South Sea bubble, and people still say it nowadays with all these digital asset, crypto asset and trillion-dollar junk companies. And I don't want to spoil too many details because the book is most certainly worth reading, especially during the times like this. In fact, I made a whole separate video putting the analogies from this book to the current stock market situation, and you can find it in the top right corner. This has been the best video I've created so far, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. Thank you so much for your attention, товарищ. Now go get your 2 free stocks from Wealthsimple, valued all the way up to $4,500. Then get your $25 from Newton, and don't forget to check my 277 companies watchlist. All the links are down in the description. I will see you again on Friday, and make sure to stop by my Friday after work livestream. And now feel free to watch the video I suggested earlier.